beautiful world of real, right, and uncut. And here is the first interviewee that I want to cover, Superhead.
Got a shower.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dang, you give me a ride, dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a ride.
Yeah.
Let me get video too.
In real life, it's bad, but it's good, because, like, it's big free promotion. Like, this little white man in the little Mercedes, little truck, he's like, Superhead? He's like, that you? He said, I know the dog.
Hold the calls. All right, Ghost. Before we even start, let me say this clearly. This is not addiction shaming, okay? Addiction is real, it's complex, and it's not a character flaw. You can laugh at situations without laughing at the struggle. Two things can be true at the same time. Here, we're going to watch an interview, okay? Now that that is said, when the interview starts, we'll find that the interviewee's name is Superhead. I know from the name alone. I'm about to learn something and be confused all at the same time. Mm. I've watched several of Superhead's videos, and she is one of my favorites. Homegirl says she speaks Spanish and is loved in the Mexican community. Honey, honestly, that's not addiction. That's community engagement. That's cultural diversity. Our girl is a community girl. Listen, in her video, she's always smiling, positive, always saying, hey, which honestly, a lot of people use humor and positivity to survive the struggles. If you've been through enough, smiling becomes armor.
You say a little white man in a Mercedes.
Yeah. It was just so weird.
He recognized you?
It was just, yeah, I was walking from the store. It was just so weird. He was like, Super, is that you? And I was about to get mad. But he's like, I recognize you because the dog. Oh, she's never them bitches like that.
But my channel has kind of like taking a turn. And I ain't gonna say.
In this clip, I appreciate Ghost's engagement with Superhead as Ghost talks about why he started his channel to help people. And that's important because stories like this show that people aren't lost causes. They're just people mid journey.
For the better, the views and money better, but not. It wasn't my purpose for starting the channel. When I first started, I still didn't want to help, but that was my sole purpose.
And commentary between Ghost and Superhead. Superhead, as I said, is always smiling and in the best of spirits. In one of her interviews, she told Ghost, don't look at me in that tone of voice, which was wild. Because how do you look at someone in a tone? I wonder what was the expression on Ghost's face. Superhead frequently talks about how she's genuinely trying, and that matters because change is usually not all at once or overnight. It happens in relapses, realizations, and repeated attempts. Progress can be messy. So, yeah, a lot of her interviews can get chaotic. They're funny, uncomfortable, but all real. And if you're watching this, struggling, know that change is possible. Not overnight, not perfectly, but step by step. And then if you messed up yesterday, in the words of my dear friend on the screen, Superhead, dang, dang. But if you fall 9 times, get up 10. Superhead also talked about her greatest fears. This part of the interview was kind of interesting to me because in one of Superhead's old videos, she talks about her greatest fear. And her biggest fear was being great. And that part got real. Sex workers face trauma that is often ignored, underinvestigated, or straight up dismissed. And she's right. People need to respect her life and the life of other sex workers, regardless. Now, here's the educational part that people don't often like to talk about. Addiction is often deep rooted in trauma, fear, and survival mode. Your brain gets wired to cope, not to plan. So, healing isn't just stop using, it's learning safety, trust, and stability all over again. Now, after this clip, Superhead's gonna go straight back into the chaos. But I want to make sure that I share some interesting details about her. She did say that she has her GED in some college. She does have motivations, and she actually wants the whole package: sobriety, job, car, house, husband, which is actually very normal. People in recovery don't want crumbs, they want a life. And Superhead is interesting too, because at one point in one of her interviews, Ghost pivots the conversation into talking about legal residual income and not looking over his shoulder anymore, and just speaking on the benefits of going the legal route and getting your life together. And I actually respect that, because one of the biggest things in recovery is changing environments and income sources. You can't heal in the same place that broke you. I'm wishing our girl, who we see here on the screen, is VD. VD shows up, boyfriend, friend, sometimes booking agent of Superhead, always watching out. The support systems matter in recovery. And usually, when people are addicts, they usually have other friends that are addicts as well. It's more of a social thing. But VD does come across often as a support system for Superhead. I'm not sure how that would work in their recovery. Even if they're imperfect, they do offer each other some form of support. Nobody beats addiction alone. Oh my goodness. WTF. What did I just see? And yes, she deep throated the entire banana with no gagging. Listen, I don't even know. Upcoming clip, Ghost attempts to have a conversation with VD about getting sober. Ghost initiates a sobriety talk with VD and references wanting him to get clean. And VD references Smokey from Friday, which low key makes sense because a lot of people don't realize how normalized addiction is until they try to step away from it.
I'm through with this shit. I'm going to rehab. I'm through with this shit. I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man.
Honey, quiet is kept. That dog is sick of the shit. Okay, Superhead and her dog have a beef. Superhead, you stepped on his foot and the dog was ready. Addiction or not, pets don't care. Accountability is accountability, honey. Everyone watching, including the youth, I just want to say this in closing. Listen, addiction doesn't just change who you are, what you use, it changes how people treat you. Family starts to worry or pull away, friends either disappear or only show up for the wrong reasons. Strangers stop seeing you and only see your mistakes. And after a while, that hurts more than the addiction itself. But here's the part they don't always tell you: life after sobriety is different in a good way. People start trusting you again. Your mind gets clearer. You wake up without the shame running your day. It's not easy. It's not. And it doesn't happen overnight. But your future is bigger than this moment. than one moment, than a habit, or any bad chapter. Always remember you matter, your life matters. Choose yourself early. I'm going to send a big shout out to Ghost, okay? Thank you so much for your interviews, real, right, and uncut. This was one for the books. Keep doing what you're doing, and thank you for allowing us to meet Superhead.
No problem.